So I have no idea how many seconds it's going to be. Am I live now? I have microphones. Where's my mic at? Oh, there it is. Hi, everybody. I must be live by now. Looks like I am. 3, 2, 1, action. I always wait for somebody to start nicely complaining, and sometimes they're not nice. My name is Steven, and I am not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a Vegas blogger. Who do we have in the chat? Oh, my gosh. Look at that. You hear bad rumors, and everybody all of a sudden, they want to get in on the bad rumor veil. They say, oh, it's going to be bad. So let's click on this and have my confirmation biases come in. I don't know why you say it like somebody with a bad accent from God knows wherever that state is. Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Hamilton, the Steel City, home of the Hamilton Steelers, also known as the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Let's see what we got. Steve D, Devi Omad, old punk rocker. Do you have a British accent? But food's so good, I wish I could eat 10 meals a day. That's an old punk rocker to me. That's pretty bad. Georgina May's here. Jim's here. Debbie's here. Chloe, Samuel. Selena, Bodyguard, 58. Samuel. Lots of Sam. Lance is here. There you go. I have to go back home for a funeral. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. And we got Therese in the house. Loam is here from Locked Down, Canada. Aria, this has nothing to do with the Aria. John, man, there's so many people in the chat. 333. Also, I can tell you that I hear rumors that are bad rumors, and I'm going to tell you all about them in tomorrow's video. I know. But we can talk about what you think they are, and if you guys have heard any rumors. Because I've heard some things. I hear stuff. I know things. I hear things. I know stuff, as Fredo once said. But I have heard some rumors about properties in Las Vegas. I do have, I'll extrapolate on all this tomorrow. I do have the stats for what the chances of you going to a property and actually getting coronavirus is in Las Vegas. I have that. I don't think anybody else has that. I'm smiling like the Cheshire Cat here. Hi from Miami. Slot Gypsies Travel. Hi, Steven. I had a great time in Vegas at home in quarantine. Feeling great. I know another Canadian who is coming down here, and they're going to do the quarantine thing. They're picking up masks from me. So since all of us Canadians know each other, you guys should all just call them and text them and be like, hey, pick up some masks for me, man. That'd be good. Are schools opening? No. Not really. I don't think so. It's April. April's in the house. Hi, April. How you been? I'm glad you're back in action with us here. Kingston, Ontario. Where are you guys from? Something I don't do anymore. 402 people. Let's break the chat. Where are you from? 3, 2, 1, go. Tell me where you're from. Bars and casinos are open in Reno. Bars and casinos are open in Reno, and our bar is open here on the 20th. Yeah, it's happening. New Zealand, Selena's, oh my gosh. Alberta, Canada, Tampa, Pahrump, Edmonton, Alberta. Martin D's got to say his mom. Everybody has to say that once. San Diego, West Hills, Brooklyn, Tulare County, Nebraska, Chicago, Texas Panhandle, Raleigh, North Carolina, North Battlefield, Saskatchewan, where it is probably cold right now. It's not a Canadian stereotype. They're having a cold spell. South Carolina, Brisbane, Australia, Lompoc, California, Ohio, Visalia, Philadelphia, New Jersey, Orange County, Los Angeles, St. Albert, Twin Falls, Idaho, Massachusetts, Victoria, West Palm Beach, Malibu, Hawaii, Wisconsin, Colorado Springs, Oregon, Chi-Town, wow, the Moon, South Texas, Arapahoe, Wyoming, Visalia, Toronto, Northern Ireland, Detroit, Hawaii, Antarctica, Chicago, Orange County, Boswell, Pennsylvania, Phoenix, Chicago, India. Oh, that's Sherry. You're not in India, are you, Sherry? Oh, my goodness. Aurora, you sound like the FedEx guy. If it doesn't say Micro Machines, it's not the real thing. Does anybody remember that? So I hear rumors about stuff. I got the Gamma Quadrant in the house. Say hi to the Borg for me. Norwalk, California. Do you have a grate for Halloween? A grate. I don't know what that means. I think there was a typo involved in that. Kansas City. Did you take a breath? I did. I'm sorry, Ivy. I failed you. I'm so sorry. Oh, it's the Canadian in me coming out of me. So I hear stuff. I'm going to go over it more in the video tomorrow, but there's a good idea about what's coming out with the numbers. The win obviously came in the numbers with the numbers, and they came out a month or two ago. I did a video on that. They had 300 positive COVID tests at the Wynn of their employees, contact traced back to the actual Wynn hotel. And then we also have now the numbers that show how many people actually got sick from being at the Wynn, tourists and travelers. What do you think the number is? I mean, they have 15,000 employees at the Wynn, and what do you think the numbers are? So you tell me that as well. So that'll be interesting, and that's what I'll talk about tomorrow. I hear bad rumors, though, about a lot of things in Las Vegas. Who's to say they're all true rumors? We don't know. And I'm not even going to single out a specific property. The only property we can really single out is going to be the Wynn property, because they're the ones that are actually releasing the numbers. There's rumors about, the construction shutdowns. There's rumors about what's going to happen at Allegiant. Those are actually good rumors. I think they will end up having some kind of fans in the Raiders game coming up in the end of the season, towards the end of the season. But the rumors I hear are that the cases might go up a little bit. I don't know that we'll get into the red zone again. But again, the worst things I'm going to talk about tomorrow, that's what I want you to be here for. I want you to be here to know that I got a video I'm working on right now. And also, my Caesars video will be live right after this. So if you're, it'll be live to YouTube channel members. So those people with the green icon next to their name, like Driftomaniacs. Okay, what's everyone wearing for Halloween? I mean, we're all wearing a mask. Ha! Funny, I like it. If you're a channel member, then you're going to have access to that. And if you're on Patreon, you're going to have access to that. So I'm going to be posting that live tonight. It'll stay up there for just members of Patreon or of the membership on YouTube for a bit. It's a 20-minute long video. I used music and cutting and editing. I did it on my junky computer that I have here. It took like 7 hours to upload to YouTube. It's 8 gigabytes in size. I think you're going to really like it. We tour an 1,800 square foot suite over at Caesars Palace. It's a beautiful suite, the most killer view of the pool I have ever seen. We go through the history of Caesars Palace, talk about the things that have happened there, and everything else. So then also, that I was wearing my face mask from VegasFaceMask.com. That's this one right here. That's this little puppy. And I want you guys to know that your support goes a long way. If you guys want to order 2 for $25, that's what the wife does. Did you get the Mac yet? No, Matt. I am so far away from the Mac. It's not even funny. Now, but the GoFundMe, you guys have been helpful, and I promise to get it when I can fill the gap with my own cashola, my own kablingi, my own moolah, as they say. Wynn Resorts released the results. 15,051 COVID tests on employees so far. 548 have tested positive. That amounts to a 3.6% positivity rate. I'm sure you meant rate, Matthew, and that's true. So that's one of the things we're talking about in this video today. The Wynn's positivity test. Kablingy is a Krusty the Clown term, Doku. That's a lot of moolah. Kablingy. My Halloween costume is a woman's hosiery and lingerie model. Bruce, don't do that. Hi, Steve. Is it true that the bars in Vegas are opening on Monday? Yes. Yes, as Al Michaels used to say. That is true. They're opening at midnight on the 20th. So that's not a rumor. That's just a fact, Jack. More hotels are opening up. Yeah, that's true, Ivy. The Tropicana opened today. Loam! All my Canadian friends are showering me with awesomeness. Smoke me a kipper. I'll be back for breakfast. I don't know. I'm going to have to Google it. I am sorry. Smoke me a kipper. Oh, my God. I know the answer. How about anybody? Smoke me a kipper. Does anybody know the name of the episode, the name of the TV show? Because now I know, because I have the power of Google, and you're all Googling it right now. Everybody's going to know. Everybody's an absolute beast and monster. I didn't know that one. I never watched that show. That was a British show, wasn't it? It was a British show. How long will this live stream be? I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's 8 minutes long right now. We're going to chat about various Las Vegas stuff as well. If you're just joining us in the chat, my name's Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. We got some bad rumors about Las Vegas, the positivity rate of tourists, and where it is actually coming from. Where is COVID coming from in Nevada? What is your thoughts on that? You tell me. And you tell me where, because I think I have figured it out. I don't think it's a rumor anymore, but I'll talk about that in tomorrow's video as well, because I now have what are the chances of you getting infected at a hotel. I know that much. And I know where I think it's coming from. Supertramp, kipper for breakfast because everyone's a millionaire. I feel so British, obviously British. It's not Seinfeld. It does sound like a Seinfeld line. Let's get to the Wynn chat. I just posted the Wynn up. See, I'm subverting your expectations. The answer is Red Dwarf. The TV was Red Dwarf, and the TV show is Red Dwarf. Wynn numbers are, since they reopened in June, and most are asymptomatic, found by the testing program they put in place to prevent spread of employees and guests. But why is it that why is the Wynn the only property reporting? And what does that mean for the rest of the industry? Okay, so if the Wynn has XYZ amount of rooms, so let's say how many rooms in the Encore? Okay, how many rooms in Encore? We're just going to say that. How many rooms Encore Las Vegas? So we can see that the Encore Las Vegas has 2,034 rooms. And then we're going to type in Wynn Las Vegas. Give us an idea of size. Okay, so I'm going to have, these are the numbers I have to go through. 2,700. So we have 4,700 rooms between the Wynn and the Encore. The MGM Grand alone has 4,400 rooms as far as I understand. 4,400 rooms. So if we take the Wynn's numbers, can we easily translate them to the MGM Grand? That's the thing. I also hear rumors I'm going to talk about in tomorrow's video about the employees in Las Vegas, not on any particular property, but what they think about coming to work in Las Vegas. Drea, oh, thank you so much. I know I've been to Vegas over 12 times, but will Nevada add a checkpoint entering the border of Nevada on I-15? I only see the checkpoint exiting Nevada. What's the checkpoint for? I don't see any checkpoint exiting Nevada at all. I see a trucker's checkpoint where you get pulled over. I missed the percentage at hotels. What is it, and where did you get that info? We don't have the info for all the hotels, only the Wynn. And the Wynn has a 3.6% positivity rate. Only the Wynn. They're the only ones that are announcing those numbers. Did you hear about the Nashville mayor emails from Freedom of Information Act? Bogus numbers for COVID cases related to bars and restaurants. Didn't hear that. If it's a FOIA thing, it came from the government, that'd be interesting to see. Raymond, what happened at the Four Queens parking lot? If you guys didn't hear, yesterday there was a giant fire worth $500,000 of damage, and 5 cars burned. Oh, you're so fat. Double Bass, you are the man or the lady. Thank you so much. You are now going to get access to that video when I click live right after this live stream. Thank you so much. Good evening from Philly. 3%, that close to the chances of the average person. No, that's the thing. I have the chances of the average person who's a tourist, and it's not 3%. I'll tell you what that is. Film at 11 coming in tomorrow. Oh my God, you are so big. Don't claw my nice shirt. I've had this shirt for years. Be nice to me. I'm a human. All right. Yes. Oh my God, Blackjack is here. Somebody on the channel was like, you don't have cats, you have dogs. No, man, I bring my cats on as much as I can. I already signed up for the Patreon. Drea, you are fine and dandy. It would be good, Drifter Maniac says, if all the hotels would be brave enough to post their COVID stats. Good or bad, it would help restore people's faith. Yeah, that would help restore people's faith. Again, the rumors I'm hearing are that the hotels are afraid. The hotel workers are afraid. Is that Blackjack? It certainly is. Oh, don't claw my shirt. I really like this shirt. Stop it. Oh, bro. You're killing me, Smalls. All right, yeah, you headbutt me. My cat is so small in comparison. Yeah, this guy weighs 21 pounds. He went on a diet. He lost 4 pounds, which is not bad. When you weigh 20 pounds, losing 20% of your body weight is actually not a bad thing. Oh, don't bite my ear, man. Don't bite my ear. Can we get a comment from Blackjack? Sure. We take our microphone and we do this. That's what he says. That's what he says. No, actually, our cats eat dry food, so they're definitely not on an Atkins-type diet. Where are you going? Stop it. Oh, you just want to do this. Okay. So he's not on Atkins. He has to eat dry food. He has. Otherwise, cats get bad teeth. Government keep getting caught fudging numbers like they did in Nashville. Hard to trust anything you hear on CV19. I agree. Is anything like Sandbar open? Not that I know of, but maybe with the bars opening up, it possibly will be. So minus 6 pounds. Well, I'm a little bit bigger. Oh man, he's just going to stay here. He's well supported. Numbers from company to company would be skewed because they wouldn't have the same criteria for testing. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you tested 15,000 from one property and you tested 15,000 from another property. Drea O asks how to become a member. Well, if you exit out of the chat by the subscribe button, there's a button that says join, and you can join there. But you got to exit out of the chat for a minute. Okerlund and Drea, oh, thank you so much. Too much soft food, that is. Well, if they eat soft food, their teeth don't get brushed by the dry food that gets brushed. Paris has been so horrible with their Wi-Fi and normal reception. It's super laggy for me for the live. I'm sorry about that, Jerry. In front of the Paris is good, but then you'd be outside watching me talk. Blackjack is bigger than your head. He is a big one. Oh, I'm leaving for Laughlin, Linda says, on Sunday. Damn, your cat either loves you or wants something from you. I think it's a little bit of both, D-Man. Stop, dude. Your cat is friendly. My cat tears me up. I have a Siamese cat that always bites me. He can't get close to my face. He wants to bite on me. Cats need soft food. They don't drink enough water. My cat drinks a lot of water. My cat has a dietary problem. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Oh. Okay, guys. Cat malfunction. All right. You want to go down really bad. That's what it is. Go down. Holy cow. Oh, I'm covered in cat hair. What am I going to do about this? Vegas Mooch, thank you so much. Look at that big old baby. Yeah, I spoke too soon. If cats would eat us if bigger, they would. Yeah, they would hunt us if they could. Ugh. Oh, my God. All right. Yeah, he went on the sidewalk for a minute. So we had a cat fight. Yeah, absolutely. Cat fight. Meow. Hey, Blackjack, Susanna says. But one day you will put Richard Wilk and Wonder Woman on the background for us. I didn't know he did a screenshot or a photo with Wonder Woman. The checkpoint I pass through every time I leave Nevada. I drive through the X-ray scanners to scan any illegal items. Well, okay. I know that the 15, I've never been through one, but maybe you drive a truck or something like that. I don't know. Have you been to Ellis Island for the karaoke? No, I mean, when we go to karaoke, we generally go to one off the strip. It's a Filipino karaoke bar. What restrictions will the bars have? They have the social distancing and the masks if you're walking to and fro. So when you go to the restrooms, you're supposed to put on your mask. And when you're at the bar, you can take down your mask 6 feet apart, 50% capacity. Same as anything else, same as a restaurant, I believe. Unless they threw us a monkey wrench. You know, don't want to be your monkey wrench. One more indecent... I can't remember the song. It's a Foo Fighters song. Oh my God, I suck at the lyrics. Is that Cafe Moda? No. Cafe Moda is like a dance club a lot of the time, although there's no dancing right now. No, it's called Gimmick Republic, and it's located off of Twain and Decatur. Twain and Decatur. Are you going to do an Ellis Island live stream soon? Maybe, Clifford. I don't know. I could walk there this weekend if it's light out, I guess, if it's cool enough. I thought I saw you at New York this weekend. Were you there? Maybe. I can't recall. I don't know if I went there. I went to the Strip 2 times, or did I go downtown? I don't even remember. Oh my God, I'm terrible at this. It feels like a million years ago. I've been through a lot this week. The pandemic has turned into a case-demic. Well, Rick says, Sisolak justifies destroying Vegas by claiming we had to keep the hospitals from being overrun. It's not all about cases. Well, I mean, it's always been about cases. The more cases you have, invariably, you're going to have more cases invited into the hospital or admitted, and then you're going to have more people in the ER. It's just kind of how that's going to work. If you guys want to get this to 250 likes, that would be a good thing. Our hospital capacity did near 70% at one point, which was scary for the hospital people. I have 10 cats, or I should say 10 cats have me. CJ, the extraordinary vlogger, says, yeah, Steve, you drive by a checkpoint no matter what. Even if your car, it creates traffic most of the time, too. Okay, I mean, again, maybe I've just been lucky because we have gone to Searchlight, which means we go through that border passing and we don't get checked. Maybe it's just us. Would never walk from airport to MGM. It's not pedestrian friendly. It isn't? Okay, I've done it before. I found sidewalks everywhere I went, but usually there's only one sidewalk. COVID is a bioweapon. No, it's not. Con, I am. I love you to death, but you made me say those things on the channel, so I hope the AI hears me say, no, it's not. Fix the escalators, break the electric scooters. Well, I was going to rent a scooter on the Strip, but now I'm going to rent a moped and drive like a normal person because it was pointed out that people might look down on me for it. CG, I love the Elvis insert. Thanks for all you do. Oh, you mean thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I love it too. It's actually some fun stuff. You almost got zapped by a scooter. You almost got hit by one. During the day might be a cool walk, but not 10 p.m. It might be, yeah. Debbie asks if we'll have concerts in December. Seriously doubt that, unfortunately. I don't think that'll be the case. I would love to see it happen, but I don't think that they were going to turn a profit on the concerts unless they up the tickets by twofold and have everybody spaced out with 50% capacity. I don't think the scooter thing is a good idea. No, I'll rent a moped. I'll do a moped stream and show you guys what it's like to rent one of those deals. Showgirl Mafia time below me there. We got 2 showgirls in the picture right now. Moped live stream sounds like a good idea. Yeah, I'd have to do it in the morning so there's less cars on the strip. I haven't driven a moped since I was in the Philippines, and there's no traffic there whatsoever, just occasionally. Scooter fight that may happen, ruin scooter rental. I know I won't miss it. No, I don't want to ruin anybody's businesses. Is that cat cafe in Vegas still open? Can you bring your own cat there also? I know what you're talking about. They have a cat cafe in Las Vegas where they adopt cats. Let's see what Google tells me. It says closed, opens Friday at 11 a.m. No takeout. Unless you're taking out a cat. Meow. All right. So yeah, it looks like they are open. Can you bring your own cats? There's 4 questions. Is this a cat cafe or is it a place to adopt cats? It's both. Is it an actual restaurant cafe with drinks and stuff? Somebody asked, there are 25 free cats roaming. Coffee and snacks are complimentary. $10 per person for entry, as it's a non-profit. Okay. I don't know if you can bring your own cats. BYOC. And I'm so glad that they don't serve cats on the menu because that would just be horrible. Horrible. Do you know anything about dream racing? Is that that thing where I had a dream I was racing and I woke up and my pillow was gone? That's the whole thing. I was eating a marshmallow. I don't know. Is that one of those companies that rents cars, the dream cars, Debbie? I'm not sure. Is Richard Wilk here? Somebody wants to know more about Richard Wilk. What can I tell you about Richard Wilk except for he's a heck of a guy and he's very friendly with me and we talk about YouTube stuff and Las Vegas stuff all the time and he seems to think that I'm getting celebrity status somehow. Lauren doesn't like this. This sucks. Okay, Lauren, you don't have to watch. If you're just if you're just joining us, though, I've heard some rumors and I know the answers about what's happening. The employees right now, for the most part, don't want to come to work on the Strip. That's the rumor. The second rumor that I have that I will withhold until tomorrow, it's not a rumor. I just know the case number of a particular, I have an idea of what your chances are of getting infected in Las Vegas if you come and stay at one of these properties, and I will tell you that in a video tomorrow. I have to tease that out a little bit so you guys will subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for all the notifications. So the big rumor, that's the bad rumor, is that the employees don't want to go to work right now. They work directly with the public. They've had this for a while. I've heard this before, and I'm hearing it more and more. A lot of them that have vacation time are taking it. If they can take off the long weekends when it's busier, they're doing that as well. I got a Twitch and looking for support. Alex Bustle 123. Oh, we don't do that here, Alex. Sorry about that. I said your channel, Alex Bustle 123. I spoke with Richard Wilk on the phone for about 15 minutes. He's a really great guy. Wish my conversations were only 15 minutes. I ended up speaking with him for an hour. Actually, this one time we had a 2-hour conversation. It was really fun. He's good. He's good. Real to play. Facebook and Twitch have very different demographics. If you're looking for Twitch viewers, you might get them on YouTube, but the people that watch YouTube are generally very different. So Linda K says can't blame them for not wanting to go to work. Let's see here. The mayor of Las Vegas is Vic T. Slots, apparently. Message him, and he's an Uber driver and a good guy. I've heard of him before. Nick Q says, crazy, though, most of the employees that tested positive must have been not showing symptoms. You never know. They could have been showing symptoms. Everybody thinks that they have the flu at some point or you have seasonal allergies. So they're 321 Cluck. I actually bought chicken from Smith's today, and it wasn't that chicken special where you go in at $7.45 and get it all for cheap. I actually paid a bunch of money to feed the entire household and a bunch of other people tonight. That's good. You got to do nice things for people. Goiter says, imagine how much more taxing work it is with all these C-19 standards that need to be met. I think so, but then also there was something where I think I can't find it, maybe Inside Edition or something. They actually rented a room, drew on the surfaces with a pen that should have been cleaned off, and when they rented the room a week later, it was not cleaned. They could see it with UV lights. Are you using the traffic cameras for your background? No, Brian, I'm using the American Eagle Live Cam. This is just a YouTube channel that I'm using with, with that as my backdrop. I thought it'd be interesting to show you. How will New Year's Eve be on the Strip this year? Diminished. I mean, the hotels will be probably sky high like you've never ever seen them before, because if we're still at a certain percentage of below capacity, they'll be able to charge literally nightmarish costs. And that's another thing that I'm hearing too. That's another rumor now that you're still on the live stream with me. Is it a green screen, kid says? It certainly is a green screen. I'm sitting in front of a green screen. I don't know how else I could pull this off. I'm not that talented. I'm not sitting in the webcam. Let's see here. Okay, what do we got? Dream Racing in Vegas. Oh, Dream Racing is that thing where you go out to the motor speedway and you race really, really fast in a car. That's what it is. Yeah, that's what Dream Racing is. I don't know if it's open right now. Evening from Seattle, Larry says, Emerald City. Area 72 says, is the Mgm open? It's been open since day one. It absolutely has been open since June 4th. I just started working after 6 months, John says, and I'm not comfortable. How about you guys? Are you comfortable at your work? Does it make you comfortable to have to be at work? Are you in a work that deals with a ton of people? Are you with a work that you just sit in an office all day? You can be by yourself? You tell me in the comments below this video. I was planning to go out to Las Vegas in October, but now I'm rethinking maybe next year, John says. Not sure why, John. Maybe you like to do shows and you're worried that they're not going on. Vegas is doing okay in terms of everything. They're just basically waiting this all out. I talked to Allegiant Airlines. They're resuming additional direct flights to Vegas in February. Well, that's when Allegiant's doing it, so they feel February is going to be better. Still itchy nose from that darn cat. Richard Wilk is the king, Lauren says. Watbury, I just got home from Vegas last night. Decent time, but bars being closed did suck. Well, Watbury, the bad news for you is that they open up on the 20th. The good news for everybody is that they open on the 20th. Will I go to Area 15? I've already been to Area 15. Yeah. We were just in their place briefly last year. They're in the middle of trying to open it. Rick says 21. Wow, 3 days to go. Thank you, Rick. I really appreciate you. Wow, you guys are so generous to me tonight. Thank you guys so much. It's like crazy, man. Yeah, Area 15 looks interesting. It's an entertainment complex. We thought it was a dispensary because of how it looks from the interstate. Looks like Area 51. Does Mariah Carey still have a contract at Caesar's Palace for residency or have been moved to MGM or are there any other property? So she doesn't really have a residency anymore except for Christmas time, and then she sings her entire Christmas album and some of her hits. So we'll see if that happens this year. It's a really popular show when it happens. Celine Dion has the most streamed and most played Christmas song of all time, All I Want for Christmas Is You. So they said on Spotify it got like 1 billion streams or something. She made $10, I guess. That's how the economy works. Let's see here. Yes, I work. Work is good, and I work at LAX. Very nice. My husband wants to go back, but the mask is going to be rough, Debbie says. Well, you can get the disposable masks in the hotels. Those are fine. I don't like them because I don't trust them, and they stink. They stink. Max, if you eat or drink anything, they stink bad. You can go to VegasFaceMask.com. We have 60 different varieties. My wife makes them directly. These are actually great because we stopped having you guys have to tie them, and now we have at our extra cost. They haven't changed price, but extra cost-wise, we put a bead on here. So when you put it on, you're going to pull this bead as tight or as loose as you want it. Let's see if I can actually do this. So you can see that right there, which is nice. Thank you for subscribing, Brian. I appreciate you very much. I haven't looked at that all night. So when you put this on, you can just leave it, and it can be the dangle if you guys want to dangle it. You can actually wear it down here underneath your shirt. You'll never lose it that way, or you can do what I do. So you can put it around just like that, and it works. It works incredibly well. They're ultra premium, very nice. VegasFaceMask.com, no S at the end. You can see that up there above my head. Good evening, everyone, Mark says. That's a good design, Stephen. Yeah, she tried hard. We had so many of these designs. Like, she did 3 or 4 of these and then 5 and 6 of these before we got to this design right here. It's actually reversible, technically, if you wanted to. So you actually get, as Evan's mom pointed out to me, you get a bunch of different masks for that price, honestly. And it's actually a great design. It works incredibly well. You think it will be drastically dead once the cold weather comes? No, I don't think so. I mean, it's going to be cold. People like the cold weather when it's in Vegas because they don't have to worry about anything. And at the end of the day, honestly, you know, people from the northern parts of the country, they don't mind the cold weather. They walk around in long sleeves. Sometimes they wear jackets. No one adheres to store requirements. Medical building has no valved masks. I go in and counted 5 people with valved masks. They wonder why the numbers go up. Well, valved masks are actually being outlawed in California at the casinos. They don't want the valved masks. They say valved masks can have particulates if you sneeze hard enough. So they don't like the valved masks in California casinos. But that's different. Will that come to Vegas? That's a rumor I heard too. possibility that we'll have valved masks with the little thing on the side coming to Vegas, but it's not been announced yet. The casinos would have to do that. The government wouldn't mandate it. So no smoke from California. Brian Christopher had the second worst. Oh, BC. Loam says, I thought he was talking about Brian Christopher. Had the second worst pollution in the world a couple of days ago from the U.S. forest fires. Oh, yes, Loam. Blame the United States of America for everything. Why don't you? Yeah, those forest fires are ridiculous and out of control, and it's a shame that they don't do forest management because they have some crazy policies on how they're going to go ahead and not cut down dead trees and not remove them. And those dead trees are like ridiculous buckets of fuel that just burn forever. Let's see here. Hello, Steve from Arizona. Hi, Northwest Traveler. How you doing? How cold does it get in October? October will be the 70s. Maybe towards the beginning of the month could be in the 80s, and then towards the end of the month it could be in the 60s or the 50s. Steven, tell the people to check out Richard Wilk, your buddy. I do that a lot. Lauren. Lauren says to check out the Richard Wilk channel. Just go into YouTube and type in the words Richard Wilk. It'll take you to his video. You know, I feel bad because I missed his video yesterday. He said he was doing one, and I completely missed it. But you know what? I was working, and I didn't see a notification from him. So we will blame Richard Wilk. No, we'll blame YouTube for that. I don't think he uploaded a video. He said that was at 6:30. He didn't, that sneaky devil of him. I knew that the thing wasn't wrong. I get all of his notifications. Yeah, he has a video here. Somebody won $269,000 on Wheel of Fortune. He's got one about secret celebrities. He does a good job. He tries really hard for you guys. You should support that channel. Good night, everyone. Drea O says, good night, Drea O. Let's see here. Awesome, excited for my October trip. Came in July to Cosmo, had a blast. Steve, you are very intelligent, and that's obvio, but I can't believe you avoid the obvio. I don't avoid the obvious. I just try to look at it from a pragmatic kind of standpoint. What's the point of me pushing my opinion on you? You can make up your own minds. If I had a dead tree in my yard, it caused additional fires, damaged the owner of the dead tree, contributed to the fire. Dead trees need to be removed. This is true. This is true. Hi from Wisconsin. Yellow Productions. Well, he's good too. He's a travel channel, not just a Vegas channel. Wonder if I smoke weed or trees. I smoke neither, but thank you. Dickie, so PR has subscribed to Richard Wilk's channel. When do the pools generally close? Some of them never. When Circus Pool opens up, it's, why do they delete it? Why did I hide you? I didn't mean to hide you. I didn't mean to do that. I can't unhide you. I don't know how to do that, PR. I'm sorry about that. No, the Circus Pool will never close. Circus Pool will never close. The pool over at the PH Tower, I almost called them PH Towers by Westgate. The pool over at the Alara will never close because it's heated. You can see the heat coming off of it. But some of the pools don't close. Some of them do. It's just I would call the hotel and ask if they have plans to do maintenance on the pool. Is the dam opening soon? Well, I mean, probably not. I don't know. I mean, it's a government thing, and our government says it's better. Our state government says it's getting better, but it's possible that it's not going to open anytime soon if the government is really cutting down and furloughing and doing all those things. Plus, you know, September is usually the month, just so you guys know, when the Democrats and the Republicans start fighting about the fiscal year budget. So right now we're fighting about the coronavirus stimulus, and then we're going to start fighting about the fiscal year budget soon. So many damn lawsuits filed if you try to do anything with the forests. That's true, Wapri. We got to protect those trees, but the dead ones are dead. They're no longer producing oxygen for us, are they? Is Caliente open? I think Caliente is open, I believe. There's only a few that are closed in town. That's not one of them. Red Rock is going to do reservations. They don't want crowds, they said. Red Rock is going to do reservations for what? I don't know what we're talking about. Let's see. You only tell the neutral stuff, no editorials. That's really cool. That's why I would like you. Well, I do editorials on business stuff that I'm passionate about. That's one thing I do. Shadow says some trees are very high in resin. It adds an inflammatory level. For example, if you burn mesquite wood, it creates a lot of byproduct. Kyrosite, it's called, and that's what you can actually have an explosion in your chimney if you burn wet mesquite, and mesquite wood takes an entire year to dry out to be burnable. Creosote, that's exactly right. Thank you so much, Timothy. Yeah, that'll destroy your chimney. You could have an explosion in your chimney because it just cakes the walls of it and it burns like fuel. So yeah, there's some things that are really nasty in those. Federal government wants to practice forest management. Lawsuits are blocking them. I mean, Arizona does it, and they have more lightning strikes in California. Wow, Debbie, thank you so much. Welcome to the membership level 1 local local Las Vegan Debbie. Thank you so much. Green Valley Ranch is a really nice hotel off the Strip, 10 minutes from the Strip. It is 10 minutes sometimes. It's actually in Henderson, so there can be some traffic and you might get stuck. Are there any fires close to Las Vegas? I don't think so. There's a map of the forest fires. It's all on the West Coast. Please don't tell me this is just so you can sell masks. Sure, James, it's just so I can sell masks. As a matter of fact, I go on my camera and I stream an hour a day plus 6-7 days a week sometimes just so I can pitch masks to you for an entire hour. I speed read all of my chats just so I can pitch masks to you for an hour. I take all my time to do videos. I spent 32 hours on my Caesar's Palace video just to sell a face mask. I mean, when the mask mandate is over, I might as well just close my channel. Man, you guys just got issues. Thank you, Todd Grove, for subscribing. This sounds like a dumb question, Picture the Fountain says. But for the New York, is the rooms actually those New York towers or only for design? No, there's rooms in those towers. You are correct. There's no special hidden hotel. So when you're in the Luxor and you're in that slanted room, that's your slanted room window. Do you still have your Movado? I do. I put it somewhere, and I can't find it. It's somewhere in the house. I still have the Movado. I wear it when I want to impress people at work, I guess. It's a fine timepiece. I love that watch. I'm never going to give that watch up. I'm going to give it to my kids. This watch, your father. That's a terrible Christopher Walken impression. No, Dell, don't hit anybody with a wrench. We don't know how to do that today. Did you hear about the fire in the Four Queens? Yeah, we talked about that. If you're just joining us, we were talking about, I heard some bad rumors. One bad rumor I heard was that the employees don't want to work right now if they don't have to. They literally, some of them are considering that they are taking their lives at risk. Look at this camera behind me. It switched to this morning. They do that sometimes when the camera has problems. Look how dead the Strip is at 8 in the morning. The other rumor that is not really a rumor, which I'm going to talk about tomorrow, is the chances of you actually getting COVID from a hotel, because I have that information now based on what I could find and the math that I did. Thank you, Wall Street. Boom. Do I have a cowboy hat, Clifford says. I used to have one when I lived in Calgary. I used to have cowboy boots, a cowboy hat. I never had a cowboy belt buckle. But yeah, that is what it is. Oh, I said it. That's a drinking game. Every time I say is what it is, you're supposed to take a shot of something or just whatever. Rumor about larger gatherings being permitted now that the bars are opening. I've not heard that one. I don't think that's going to be a case. And if Tampa won, then we now have, do we have a Dallas-Tampa series? Good golly. Every single old school Canadian hockey fan is just going to spin in their graves for about an hour now. Stephen, please be real with the people. Don't just try to make money off this hoax. Jesus, James. Okay, you want me to be real with people? That's no problem. Here, I'll be real with you. It's okay. I'm doing something on my keyboard right now. Okay. So, here's a study from Duke University. You guys can go read this. Yeah. Masks save lives. That's from Duke. That's a pretty good school. You might have heard of Duke. They're one of the most prestigious schools in the United States. Here's another one from... So this is University of California, San Francisco. And then people like yourself might say, I knew it. He's a lefty. No, I'm just posting schools. Science doesn't really care about your politics when it comes right down to it. Then there's another one here from the CDC. But then you say, see, I knew it. He trusts the CDC. Well, on some things I do. There's another study. There's about 3 or 4 more. Anyways. Do you think the bars will enforce distancing? Oh, they'll have to, Northwest, because if they don't, Northwest Traveler asks, will they enforce distancing? Yes, they will enforce it. If they don't, they're going to be up for fines and different things that they don't want to have to deal with. Some of these bars have taken out $100,000 loans. One interviewer said that they took out one interviewee said to the person in the Review Journal, they took out a massive $300,000 loan to stay in business. Okay? So, yeah, so they took a lot of money out. So they don't want to get fined. Right now, the state is fining businesses anywhere between $1,800. I think I saw one on the low end at $1,600. They show up. If they see the employees or the patrons not wearing the masks, they hand it over to the business. And then they come back a second time. They give them a citation. Here, you got a citation. Don't do it again. They come back a second time. They fine them. The casinos are up in the hundreds of thousands of dollars for each different infraction, by the way. Carol's sister went to Duke. Very good. James, just keep your body fluids under control and no problem. Yeah, James, stop spitting on me, James. I think everything should wear a shower like Daniel LaRusso. Oh, PR, you are a funny guy. I love you. Go Tar Heels. Well, that's, there you go. We got North Carolina, and we got the Duke, and we got the Tar Heels, and don't you forget about State, because they'll be real mad at you. Do you think drink service has slowed down since reopening, or about the same? I don't see why it wouldn't be about the same. I mean, it might have slowed down in terms of how fast you can get your drink, but people still want drinks. So I'm sure it's kept up with capacity. If a casino's at 50%, I'm sure they're getting 50% of their capacity. How many people contact COVID from a casino? You're going to have to tune in tomorrow. That's tomorrow's video, so subscribe and hit the bell for all future notifications. I can't see my monkey in the corner. Doesn't make sense if I see the monkey. If somebody subscribes right now, you're going to see a little monkey from Family Guy pointing at you, just like this, because I love that GIF. It's my favorite. How often do you check Instagram? I want to friend request you. Not as often, and I don't really post to Instagram. I have photography. It's real good. No, it was like, I knew it. This guy's got a big ego. No, I do good photography and good videography, but I just don't post to Instagram. I don't see the point of Instagram videos, and I don't like boxy squares for Instagram. Can you do regular Instagram photo? Like, can I make a 16:9? Can I make a 4:3, please? Can you do that? I have some stock loan says in MGM, and they had $1 billion influx about 3 to 4 weeks ago from one corporation. Don't remember the name. Yeah, I don't remember the name, but it was the gaming. They do like online stuff. And then I heard that MGM stock was being devalued because of this ongoing pandemic. But we'll see. People get any resp viruses from other people. It's a person-to-person transfer. That's exactly right. So CheckRaiser says that in his experience, or her experience, the drink service has slowed drastically. Aw, Linda K heating me up. Thank you, Linda K. You are a sweetheart for that. I want you to thank her 773 times. And while we're here, why don't we say thanks to everybody who's chatting and watching. Also to Slot Gypsies Travel, Loam, Dreo, Double Bass Jaggy, who's now a member on the channel. Oh my God, Leon Uskozy, Okerlund, Drea O, Okerlund, Vegasmooch, CG, Rick Hopper, Debbie Ingram, Linda K. You guys are all super nice people. I appreciate you. Oh, bowl full of pancakes. The bad rumor I heard is that the employees don't want to work right now. They take their jobs as going down there and putting their life on the line every time they have to provide excellent service. But places like the Wynn and the Encore and the MGM Mirage, all these properties pride themselves on excellent service. Caesar's Palace, I'm just naming all the companies. So they have to put their employees out there. The employees are getting a little bit spooked, and they've been ultra spooked in the past. There have been fights for who's going to get their time off. If you're low on the totem pole, you're just happy to be working. If you're high on the totem pole, you're requesting your vacation days when it's like the long weekend. Or the casino bar is open, Junkman says. They will be open on the 20th. And I imagine if you're coming to a local place in Vegas, if you're a local, don't expect those casinos to open on the 20th. They might. They give them 3 days this time. They used to give them 1 day. Remember how Sisolak would come out and he would like lurch over his microphone like this, and he'd say, he'd have his mask up so he'd be muffled. And then on top of that, he'd be talking into his chest, so he'd be all muffled. And yeah, I'm just using this example of Steve Sisolak to simply sell you a face mask. VegasFaceMask.com. And he'd say, we're opening this at 11:59 p.m. tonight. Have fun. That's what he used to do. But they finally gave people, whoa, Loam, thank you for joining the membership. Loam, I'm getting close to 100 real fast. That might be 72. And I will have to do my live stream starting on Patreon once a month, and I'll have to do my live stream exclusivity on YouTube memberships once a month. Thank you so much for that. So they give 3 days notice. That's better, but it's still going to be hard for small businesses to call them their employees, many of which will be on government things and getting their government cheese and stuff like that. So they might not want to go back to work. Isn't it true that most places, casinos, employees get COVID from places other than casinos? We're going to talk about that tomorrow in the video. Make sure you subscribe and hit all the bell for the notifications. You think life will ever get back to normal, Henry? Do you want the previous life, or do you want to live life in the fast lane? Surely gonna blow your mind. See what I did there? I sang an old song, and I can't remember who sang Life in the Fast Lane. Was it the Eagles? Tell me in the comments below if it was the Eagles. Why are some chat names in green shadow? Well, you're a blue and green because they're channel members, but you're a moderator with a wrench, and you have a green and a blue. Do you want the normal? Do you want the normal life? Maybe not. The normal life that we had before was a lot dirtier than it was. People weren't taking as many precautions. People were bumping up on you in line, staring at your phone over your shoulder. I mean, that's the old life we had. The new life going forward will be a lot similar to the old life, I think. But we're just going to be more aware of our surroundings right now. We're going to have more digital going on. People change their patterns when they do things. We've now changed people's consumer patterns to a great extent. I don't know if the new normal includes massive conventions 3-4 times a year in Vegas that bring in an extra 400 to 600,000 people a year. I think that's a major problem. I was watching an Apple, whatever they call it, Worldwide Developers Conference or whatever they do, and they're doing a really great job. They're making it super entertaining. They're changing the scenery. They're making it to a point where they don't need to have anything except for, 1 million people watching them on YouTube and Twitch and all these platforms that they're on. Has gambling service changed? Dirty drinks versus new drinks waitresses. I don't know, Debbie. I'm not a big gambler, but you guys tell me if it's changed. Virtual conventions using the Oculus Quest 2. Well, I talked about this in a video, and people said I was crazy. My source told me there's a possibility that we will have virtual gaming in the rooms, virtual events in the rooms, virtual pay-per-views. I don't see why we couldn't do something like that, but it's going to keep people off the casino floor. That's the one thing that might stop it from happening. By the way, how do the fountains of Bellagio control their fountains, and what are the underwater devices? Any nerds or smart people in the chat, or Steven, Gamers738. We have one person that watches the channel that works for the fountains. It's $3,000 to do a tour of the fountains of Bellagio. For that, you better get a free room night. So I can't afford $3,000 to do a tour, and whether or not they'd allow me to film it is another thing all entirely together. But as far as I understand it, there's jets. They suction the water from underneath. They compress the water. They shoot 17,000 gallons of water in the air at one time, which is a lot of gallons of water. That's a lot of gallons of water. That's $17,000 of water when you walk into the grocery store. The show is designed by Wet Productions. It's a company based out of, I don't think it's Vegas. I think they're based out of Chicago, but I could be wrong on that. They might be a Vegas company. They run fountain shows like that in different water displays all over the world. They also have the big ice sculpture inside of the city center, which isn't running, and I figured it out the other day. The big giant indoor ice sculpture at City Center is not running because they don't want you to touch it. And then you're going to touch it. And COVID likes the cold, apparently. I don't know. They also run the whirlpools that are inside the first level of the city center, and they have stuff all around the country. In terms of the shows, they're designed by them, choreographed to the music. I imagine that they have some kind of proprietary file that they would load up, and then they would play it to the music, and they know that their file and their control system is going to control the entire thing. It's not necessarily something that is controlled. Well, it's never controlled by a person for the regular shows, but they can control it by a person if they want to as well, I believe. The escalators are working. They are. I want to show you guys something cool. Now that I got 800 of you guys here. So this came to me a couple of weeks back, and this comes from TNPA. I don't know if you guys are watching TNPA, and they're in California. And this was really neat. Oh, this is not what it is. Durr. We already showed you this one. This is my vintage Vegas stack. New one. Hold on. Okay, this one here comes from Rick Salsa. Okay, I'm just going to show it to you. This is really neat. It's an art project that this guy has, and this is really cool. I want to show you guys because you guys send me stuff in my post office box, and I don't always get to it right away, but I do open them right away to see what they are. Am I Obsolete? It's a book called Am I Obsolete? It's pretty cool. And it's a children's tale of time and technology by James Rauff, R-A-U-F-F. And it's by Recirculation Art. Recirculation Art is the company. My green screen's going to wig out because it lacks and it's also going to have a problem with the back screen. It lacks light. But this is where the author of the book wrote me a nice little note. He says, "Hey Steve, I just wanted to send you something to show my thanks for your continued vlogging on your channel. I'm a subscriber and fan of Not Leaving Las Vegas. I'm also a salesman and creator, so I 100% appreciate the hustle." So he says, I'm skipping ahead. Here's my published book, children's book, Am I Obsolete? If you know any little ones to read it, that's great. It makes a great coffee table book. Pretty neat concept of upcycling old digital cameras, and I hope it finds you well. I'm an LA resident, but take trips to Vegas often. Maybe I'll see you around sometime. Keep up the great stuff. Best to you and your wife. That's by James Ralph from recirculationart.com. Somebody type recirculationart.com into the chat so we can click on it. So this book is blue inside. I have an autographed copy. It's autographed, as I just said for some reason. And it's really neat. Somebody sent this to me, and I really appreciate this more than you know. What he did was he took old digital cameras and he made robots, as the crab guy on Futurama would say. Can you guys see that there? It's so cool because I have so many of these things laying around in my old technology bin, and you'd never think of changing it into an actual piece of artwork. So this was really nice that you had sent me this. Thank you so much. I just want to say that you're fantastic for whatever you guys might send me in my mailbox. And I did just toss it in the corner, but it's okay. I'm going to keep it on my coffee table. That is cool. Upcycling is where you take old products and you reposition them to make them new. Like, my pillows are filled with old parts of mattresses that Mike Lindell used to sleep on back in the day, and that's not true. It's really not true. I'm going to get myself in trouble with the My Pillow guy. He'll show up at my house from his great state of Minnesota. I'm Mike Lindell. I'm from Minnesota. I used to be a drug addict. Now I make pillows. That's true. That's actually his story. It's pretty inspirational. I'm not making fun of the guy. I like the guy a whole lot. He's fun. Any updates on Fat Tuesdays? Oh, man. They just love to be breaking them rules. I don't think so. I don't have any yet. They're not saying much. Vegas needs conventions back. If not, they will be in trouble. Kingfish says, I agree with you right there. I agree with you. So many anti-vaxxers in the USA, the vaccine will be like whatever. Well, I mean, I've read that 70-some-odd% of people say they're not going to take it. I did a video on vaccines a few weeks back. They're never very popular. Sasha asks if it's a if it's a children's book. It certainly is. It's recirculationart.com, and I'm sure you can order them. And if you do, leave a note, tell them you came from me. Recirculationart.com. Recirculationart.com. I think that's the website. I just posted a website you can't click on because I'm not thinking. So let me get it up for you guys so we can give this nice person that sent me this some promotion. Recirculation Art. Yeah, it's kind of cool that people would do that kind of thing. There it is. Yep. Oh man, he's got a nice website. I like it. It's bold. You guys should check it out. It's going to be right here. Yeah, oh, come on. HTTPS, or else the link didn't happen to YouTube. There you go. HTTPD. Oh, my God. It's getting late for me, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my God. John, thank you so much. So rumors, Kid Jeff, we've talked about the rumors a first time, a second time, a third time. One of the rumors I heard was that basically the employees don't want to come back to work right now. They have to go back to work because they value their jobs and their livelihoods and they care about their families a great deal, but nobody wants to go back to work right now. The ones with seniority are fighting to take time off a month at a time. Can't do that. Does MGM own the Excalibur? Yes, they do. The other rumor is that apparently... Well, it's not a rumor. I think I figured out what percentage of a chance you have of getting coronavirus in a hotel, and I'm going to talk to you guys about that in the video tomorrow, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. Here is your information about the fountains. Underwater nozzles called oarsmen. They have mini shooters that go up 120 feet and also super and extreme shooters. They use virtual wet for choreography. Thank you, picture. I appreciate you a great deal. You're awesome. Nearly 550 Wynn employees test positive. Yes, Ed, it was 546 or 47 or 48. Nearly 550. That's the problem today. No one wants to work, but they all want things given to them. Oh my gosh, I was just having this conversation today. Free, free, free for me, me, me. Thank you, John, for watching. Lone says Canada was getting a vaccine from a company in China that is associated with their army. Oh, good luck on that. Does Nevada still have unemployment funds? We do. It's still going out to the people, so the bars may not open. Jersey T, thank you, Jersey T. So the bars may not open that quick if you're a small bar and your employees stand more to make more off of the unemployment than anything else. But then again, Nevada just applied like a little while ago for that extra $300 that the President Donald Trump wanted to give to states. And so they can get $600. You can get that, but they didn't want to apply here. The state with the worst unemployment in the country didn't want to apply for that free money. Go figure. Isn't that weird? That's weird. Why do you think that is? I don't know. Why does anybody do anything? I have no idea. Did you know that Kit Kat chunky bars are 20% chunkier? I'm also a chunkier since March. I like that. I am way chunkier since March. Do you ever think of getting an antibody test would be accurate? No, because the tests for antibodies are not that accurate. The CDC has said so because they have tested positive for any kind of coronavirus, which is a whole family of viruses. But it's better than nothing. Have you seen Dashcam 93 YouTube video? I've watched Dashcam 94 and 95 and 96 because that was the first time I came down here, Clifford says. So you can type in, Las Vegas 1990 whatever, and you'll find people that took their home movies and digitized them and put them up to YouTube, and it's pretty intense to see. Ivy has to work tomorrow. Thank you so much, Ivy, for dropping in. Ivy is in a way different time zone than us, so that's cool that she stopped in. Also, the Mirage Volcano uses a technology from wet. Ooh, I didn't know that. There you go. Wet is all over this city. The Kit Kat Witch's Brew for Halloween is terrible. I got pumpkin ice cream today from Smith's. If you don't know Smith's, it's called Kroger in your neck of the woods. It's probably the best thing I've ever had in my whole damn life. And it only comes out in the fall. So you should definitely try pumpkin ice cream, pumpkin pie. Trust me on this, you will not be. And tomorrow I will be 20% heavier. What casino has a steaming pool? Steaming pool. I know Circa will have one. I don't know if heated pools in Vegas. I know when it gets cold enough, though, the Planet Hollywood Alara pool steams up. I've seen that. Do I agree with the Biden that if elected, he will put a shelter in place for 70 days for the United States? Blech. Next question, Jake. I don't want to talk politics. These people didn't come here for that. I just think that locking people in their doors might have caused more damage from a psychological aspect than anything. People have this thing called an identity. I'm going to veer way off the beaten path. So if you don't know who I am, my name's Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. The rumor in this video is that, oh, thank you so much, Jared Green. Great to see you tonight, sir. Thank you for coming. I salute you. The rumor that I'm hearing is that the employees don't even want to go back to work right now. They're taking their time off if they have seniority. It's a problem for them. They feel scared and frightened to go to work. But here's the thing. I think so. People have this thing. We have this thing called the ego, and it's a sense of who we are. And when the ego is disrupted, that's when people basically lose their minds a little bit. So if all you knew is what you knew and you didn't have that anymore, you're going to become severely mentally not deranged, but you're going to lose your sense of who you are. So you have to have a strong sense of who you are because that's what your makeup is. Now, sometimes we have a negative self-image. I know I have many, many negative self-image traits, and I've talked about them openly on this channel as best as I can without completely being an idiot about it and embarrassing myself, right? But we have negative self-image traits. We have positive ones. The ones that we identify with the most, when somebody takes away those things from us, it diminishes us as a person. Now, they did this in the Soviet Union with the USSR, and they did this in communist China when Mao took over. In China, they went to the universities and they imprisoned or disappeared the professors and installed their new base. And they took the intellectuals away in Cambodia and did horrible things to them. If you don't know the world history, you guys really need to start reading the Wikipedia. Please start reading world history. You got to know where we've come from to know where we don't ever want to be again. So when you do that, you raise a whole new generation of people that might be reliant on others to do things that they used to do on their own. And that's a problem. That's a major problem. So just rely on yourself is what I want to tell you in this video. Do the things that are right for you and your family. Don't be selfish. Don't be boorish. Don't take advantage of other people. I would never suggest that. But if what you're doing helps other people, do the best damn job you ever can at it. Because as Zig Ziglar once said, if you don't know Zig Ziglar, look him up. He was a great, great person. If I can help enough people get what they want in their life, I will have anything I want in my life. And I thought that was good. All right. Well, that's it, guys. We're going to get off this camera right now. It's really late for me because I don't sleep at night anymore. I went to sleep at 3 and woke up at 7. It's 4 hours. I had to count it on my fingers. We need to see Blackjack again. Oh, he's not in here, guys. He went to go and hit up Caroline for food. What hotel would you stay in right now if you had a choice? Bellagio or maybe the Venetian. I like the Venetian. I would support the Venetian above all else because of how Sheldon supported his people. But the Wynn did a good job, too. What did I have for lunch today? I had a Subway sandwich. I regret every minute of it. So there you go. That's what I wanted to say. Be good to yourselves. Be good to others. Help people out. Do the right thing in life. It can be difficult to do the right thing in life. And that's what the message here is today. So negative rumors, nasty rumors. Everybody piled onto the live stream. I got a video tomorrow. Oh, I'm coughing like that's so gross. You're looking at me, you slow it down, and you make a meme out of me, some craziness like that. Make sure you tune in tomorrow, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for the future notifications. If you want to further reach out and support the channel, of course, as James reminded us, the whole point of me having this channel, the reason I started this channel in January of 2019 was to sell you face masks before we even know what coronavirus was. But anyways, there's VegasFaceMask.com, the only two that you'll ever need. That supports the wife, makes her happy. She has a sense of purpose. There's that ego. Everybody has a sense of doing something. Would you rather that she just stay at home while I have the one car we have? I don't want that for her, so she's happy with that. And I hope you're happy wherever you are. So, from all us here at, to quote Steven Tyler, the great American philosopher, from all of us here at Not Leaving Las Vegas, I don't know the rest of that one. I can't remember. It's from a song. Oh, my God. Well, I hope that you guys have a great day, and I hope that you guys are doing wonderful out there. Now's the time of the video where we say 3, 2, 1. Click. What does it take? What does it take me to be a mod for your channel? Gamers, just be here a lot and chat and be cool, and you'll eventually get there. I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, click. 3, 2, 1, and you guys are great. And click. Come on, click it out. You know what? I'm not going to do it yet. We're going to thank these people. We're going to push this to an hour just so it says an hour. Thank you, Slot Gypsies Travel. Thank you, Loam. Thank you, Drea O. Thank you, Double Bass Jaggy, for joining up with channel membership. Thank you, Okerlund. Thank you, Drea O. Thank you, Okerlund again. Vegas Mooch. Thank you, CG. Thank you, Rick Hopper. Muchos gracias para... I don't know that. I don't know much else after that. For Debbie Ingram, I don't know why I spoke Spanish. She is now a member of the channel. Linda K, thank you. Thank you, Leon Uskozi. Thank you so much to Lom up there in Canada, being boxed in by the government. Thank you, John Neese. Thank you, Jersey T. Thank you, Jared Green. And thank everybody who did watch this video with me today or participated in this chat. Tune in tomorrow. We gotta go. 3, 2, 1, and click.